Hi guys, this is Dustin Thickpin, Mr. Too Blessed to Be Stressed, and today I want to take a couple minutes to show you something that's really important to your blog, especially if you've got tons of content out there. You're putting out new blog posts every day. You're posting new videos. You're doing all kinds of stuff to get, you're making your blog more valuable and just more awesome, basically. But one of the worst things that can happen once you get your blog set up is you can get hacked. And they really don't pick on anybody specifically. I think there's actually programs out there that look for easy to hit blogs, easy to hack blogs, WordPress specifically blogs. So one way to protect yourself is to change your username that you were given when you created your blog. So most of the time what happens is when you set up your blog, WordPress will give you an automatic username of admin. And hackers know that. So when they go out looking for easy blogs to hack, they look for ones that have the username of admin. And it makes it just one less thing that they had to figure out, because the username is the same. So then they just work on figuring out a password, or figuring out your password, which is actually easier sometimes than you may think. So we're actually going to go through and show you how to change the username in WordPress, and we're also going to show you how to change your password too if you want to. So first of all, let's go ahead and log in. So this is one of my newer blogs, so it did give me the admin as the username. We're going to change that. Let's go ahead and log in WordPress. Okay, so you'll notice up at the top right, you'll have your username, admin, obviously. So if you go to edit my profile, you'll notice as you go down that it'll show your username right here. This is what you log in with in WordPress, and it'll say that usernames cannot be changed. And while that may be true here, you actually can change it in a way. Like there's actually ways you can go ahead and change your username through like your hosting service. You can go ahead and change like the database tables where your username is stored. But I decided not to show you that way today, because some people get confused and intimidated by going into the back end and changing your code all up. It's a little bit scary, and it can be a little bit of a risk too if you accidentally change something that you're not supposed to change. So we're going to take the safe method today. Okay, so first of all, you'll notice that your email address is in here, and this is probably your primary email address that you use. Now what's going to happen is, the way that we're going to change this is we're going to add a second user and then delete the first user. Then we'll have a totally different username, and it'll be a lot safer. So you actually have to change your username in the first one, so that you can, if you want to keep your same email address, that you can keep that. So if you don't care about keeping your email addresses here for the new username, then you can just leave it as whatever. But I actually want to keep my old username, so I'm going to change this. So, all right, Mr. Too Blessed to Be Stressed at gmail.com. Okay, cool. So I changed my email address because I'm gonna use the one that wasn't here in my new username, and everything else pretty much is going to stay the same. So I'm going to update that, and like I said, you can skip the step of changing your email address if you don't care about using a different one for your new profile. But I just wanted to go ahead and do that. So okay, so next we are going to go to users on the left side and hit add new. So we're going to add a new user, and the new username is going to be what you want to make sure it's very secure. So think of your username with WordPress as almost like a second password, because people have to have your username and your password to get into your WordPress site. So you want to make sure that both are semi complicated, not easy to figure out. So I can make it something like, my username can be Dustin is super awesome, and I might put like a couple numbers afterwards. Obviously you want to remember it, but it's important to make sure that it's not something easy to guess. So basic password rules apply to your username too. You just make it add numbers, letters, symbols if you want. just to make it something that's very unique and very difficult to figure out. So, you know, I can even put like Dustin loves to blog, or or D Money loves to blog. So something maybe that, you know, that's kind of like an inside joke to yourself that you'll remember. Just make sure that it's long. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here, and you will not see this because I'm gonna blur this out because we are talking about password security here. So I know what I'm gonna put in here. I'm gonna put that. It's pretty long, and then I will put my email address back in here. This is the one I want to use for this account. Alright, so that's all you need, is just those two things. So put your new username, the long one, the one that you want to be super secure, and then put in your email address. And then go down to where it says password and go ahead and create a new password. So you might have also been given a password when you signed up for WordPress. You can use anything you want here, but it just, as I said with the username, needs to be unique as possible. Add numbers, symbols, letters, anything you want to. Just make sure that it's not something that's very easy to guess. Like, you don't want to obviously make your password. You know, also some very common passwords are things like, you know, like sex and I don't know. There's lots of different stuff that people use. I'm not sure if that offended anybody, so I'm sorry if it did. But yeah, there's lots of common, you know, kind of funny or intimate things that people use for passwords. So use what you want. I'm actually going to use something that I like. All right. So yeah, and this is a good indicator down here. It will tell you if you think your password is strong. It gives you suggestions, like I said, to use upper, lowercase letters, numbers and symbols like the exclamation, question mark, dollar signs. So you could do something like, you know, I could do something, should I say, like Dustin's blog makes mad money, and instead of put money, I put dollar symbols or something. So, you know, just make it, you can make it funny just so it's memorable. Yeah, but that's it. So I got mine in there, and you want to make sure when you choose the role that you put it on administrator, because you want this to be your in control profile of all your stuff. So you put it as administrator. So these are the steps. Username, very, you know, unique, complicated username. Your email address you want to be associated with it, and your very good password. And then we just change your role to administrator, and then hit add new user. So wait for that to go through for a second. Okay, see, now we have admin, which is the old one, and then we have the new one right there, which you should not see because I'll blur out. So they're both administrator roles. What we need to do now at this point is to delete the administrator one, the first one that we did. So I think, yeah, so we have to sign into the new account to do that. So let's do that real quick. So go up to here and log out. And you want to sign into the new one that you just created. So I'm going to put in my new username and my new password. So now I'm signed into my new stuff. Okay, so now you go back on the left side to users, go to all users. You want to hover over that first one, the one that just says admin, because that's that first one you were given. And now you just want to click delete. Now pay very close attention to this part. This is important. When you hit delete, it'll ask you what should be done with all the posts that are owned by this user. So basically, you know, these are the posts that you did as the old user, as the admin. You want to make sure you keep all those posts. So what you do is you click attribute all posts to, and you select the new name. It should already be in there if you only have one. So attribute all posts to your new name. That way you'll get basically credit for all the posts, and they won't be deleted. Very, very important step. And then do confirm. And it says user deleted. So now we only have this one account on here, which is the new one that we just created. There's my email address, and I'm still administrator, so I'm still in full control. and the old insecure username is now gone. So that's the easy way of changing your username. Like I said, there is another way that if for some reason you can't get this to work, I can show you, but I'd much rather you prefer do it this way. If you missed a step, or if your WordPress theme is a little bit different than mine, where there's some things not in the same places, let me know, leave a comment below, and I will definitely get back to you. So that's all for today, guys. It is very important to make sure your WordPress blog is secure. This is going to be a money-making thing for you. So this is like security in any other business. You buy a security system for a business, so you're making sure that this is one simple free way to make sure your business is more secure. If you want to do a little bit more security, you can get free plugins like Bulletproof Security. There's a plugin for WordPress. There's some other ones too that'll actually back up your blog posts and stuff. There's lots of stuff out there, so go out there and look if you're really concerned. But this is one simple, easy thing you can do to ensure your security is a little bit more beefed up. So that's all for today, guys. This is Dustin Thickpen, Mr. Too Blessed to Be Stressed. Thanks.